Doctors of Reddit, what is your most heartbreaking diagnosis? 1. I'm an anesthesiologist and I had to talk with a patient about anesthesiology risks. The patient was an orphan, 11 years old. Normally, I talk to parents when it comes to children, but this one gutted me cause I read the patient's documents and her dad had an accident at work and is mentally impaired and her mother left her to go back to her home country. She came with 2 workers from the orphanage who were hardly 20. Basically 3 kids in my eyes. Until this point, I never thought about orphans needing medical care because it never dawned on me. But goddamn, I needed a pause after this. 2. My dad is an oncologist. He told me about a woman who declined treatment because her husband threatened to leave her if she lost her hair seriously. He was the only family she had and she didn't want to lose him. My dad tried to reason with her. He asked if he could talk to her husband who didn't come to the few appointments she attended, but she refused and disappeared for about 6 months. Then she came back because she had begun to physically decline and her husband had left her. She wanted treatment since she had nothing left to lose at that point. But the disease was too far gone and she didn't make it. She was 25. That's definitely one of the more devastating and infuriating stories he's told me. Edit. Arguably the worst part is that this isn't as isolated an incident as you might think. The whole reason my dad told me the story is because someone told a very similar story on Reddit. I mentioned it to my dad and I said, I think it must be fake though. No one is that evil, which is when he told me he'd seen it before and more than once.